Welcome back to the IBSP. Here's your host, Foxy New.
David Benavidez is chasing greatness, and look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And team David Benavidez has come out and stated that Dimitri Bivol is the only fight for David Benavidez. His promoter, Samson, has confirmed that David Benavidez will not step aside and only wants to fight Dimitri Bivol. He states, and I quote, "This is the only fight that we like. There's no other fight." He also goes on to state that now everybody is talking about Callum Smith. It could happen only for the WBC full title, not for any other thing. There's no more interim championships for Benavidez. He never took a step aside payment, and you can send a message to everyone that it will never happen without the full WBC world title. So you see that Team Benavidez is stating clearly and openly they will not take a step aside. They're fully enforcing their mandatory. They want to fight Dimitri Bivol next, and either Bivol needs to fight them or simply drop his belt, and he's more than happy to fight Callum Smith for the vacant WBC title. Now here's the thing. Dimitri Bivol, he's already fought Archer Better BF twice. They originally planned to fight David Benavidez in the middle of those two fights, and they never did. So at the end of the day, I'm not mad at David Benavidez. He's earned this shot. He deserves this shot. Too many guys are on their knees for Turki Al-Sheikh. Let's be honest and unbiased. And we already know Dimitri Bivol is on his knees for Turki Al-Sheikh. We just got to keep it real. I'm no David Benavidez fan. I'm no David Benavidez fanboy. But right is right and wrong is wrong. And at the end of the day, the man deserves his shot at the undisputed champion. And Dimitri Bivol has already got on his knees for Turki and simply said, I'm doing whatever Turki tells me to do. If Turki tells me to fight David, then I'll fight David. If Turki tells me to fight Better BF, then I'll fight Better BF. This is literally what him and his promoter Eddie Hearn are saying. So at the end of the day, I'm not mad at David Benavidez for pushing the issue, refusing to step aside, and trying to go for greatness. This is what great fighters do. They challenge the best. I'm not going to criticize David Benavidez for trying to step up to the most dangerous fight in his entire career and trying to force it. Now, everybody else might want to get on their knees for Turki Al-Sheikh. I'm not going to do it. Look, David Benavidez wanting to fight Dimitri Bivol, the first elite fighter in his entire career. This guy's elite defensively, offensively. David Benavidez has never seen a fighter like Dimitri Bivol. And I would even pick Bivol to win the fight. But that's besides the point. At the end of the day, the fact that David wants to force that fight to happen and there's boxing fans telling you they don't want the fight makes no sense to me. What's the point of being a champion if you're not going to fight these guys? What's the point of David Benavidez fighting a Callum Smith instead of a Bivol? This man has already fought Better BF twice. They can fight later in the year. I'm sorry. This fight makes perfect sense to me. Let's see it happen right away. And I like the fact that David is still open and willing to fight Callum Smith, another top contender in the division, but only for the full world title. He wants to fight the champions. He wants to fight the best. It's his time. He deserves the opportunity. And all of these idiots riding with Turki Al-Sheikh. And look, here's the thing. I hope that Turki Al-Sheikh makes the Benavidez-Bivol fight. I hope that's what Turki does next. Maybe Turki changes his mind and makes that fight yet. Nothing in stone, because we've seen Turki change his mind. So my hope is that Turki does the right thing. But if he doesn't do the right thing and he doesn't make this fight happen, then why is he even in boxing saying that he's trying to make the best fights when literally this is a fight that's everyone's calling for? I mean, at the end of the day, do the right thing.